Hi Stampers, welcome to Mrs. Lincoln's Inkin and this week's video tutorial. This week we are going to be making this very cute sweet bag is what I'm calling it, and you're actually getting a sneak peek of some of the items that are going to be available in the holiday mini catalog, which goes live August 28th. New ribbon, new paper, and new stamp and framelit. Coordinating framelits. This catalog is amazing. You're gonna love it. If you haven't seen or received your holiday mini catalog, I am running a promotion right now. If you visit my website at www.mrslincolnsinkin.com, if you place an online order with me of $25 or more before shipping and handling and tax, I will send you a catalog for free. So head on over there and check that out, and let's go ahead and get started on our project for today. So first, what you're going to need is a piece of DSP cut at 10 by 12, and I am using the flower pot DSP today, and we need to do some scoring, so I'm going to get my scoreboard out. Now with your 12-inch side at the top, so 12 by 10, you need to score at, and I find it easier to do the scoring with whatever print you want to be on the outside of your box. You should have facing down. So on our 12-inch side at the top, we need to score at 2, 5 3/4, 7 3/4, and 11 1/2. So again, it's 2, 5 3/4, 7 3/4, and 11 1/2. Now we're going to flip it over to our 10-inch side, and we are going to score at 2, 6, and 8. So 10-inch side, 2, 6, 8. And now we're done with our scoreboard, so let's get that out of the way. Now we're going to go ahead and reinforce all of our score lines here, making sure that they're nice and scored. Like with any box or bag, you want to make sure that all the score lines are nice and reinforced, and it just makes it that much easier to fold it and get it to go in the direction that you want it to go. Making sure that it's even. You don't want a crooked treat bag. Okay, perfect. There we go. Okay, so now on your DSP, when you open it, you have 2 columns of squares right here and 1 column of squares right here. You want to make sure that your 12-inch side is at the top, and the 2 columns right here, that's going to be the top of your bag. So right now we are going to focus on just the 1 column of squares, which is the bottom of your bag. We're going to take our paper snips and we're going to cut this score line up to that first score line right there. And on this project, I've noticed you don't have to really notch out the score lines. I know normally I say to notch them out because it helps them to fold, but on this project, there's really no need for it. Then at the very end right here, you're going to have a little rectangle, and you just want to completely cut that rectangle out. We don't need him anymore. He's done his duty here. All right, perfect. So now, you want to make sure that the side that you want to show, I want the polka dots to show, okay? Now you have a little strip right here. where we scored at 11.5. We need to put sticky strip or snail. I'm going to be using my fast fuse, and we want to put that right in between the edge and that score mark right there. Okay, so we're gonna flip this guy over. If I can get my fingers off. Then the way that I found is easier to make sure that it lines up perfectly is then fold this guy over. If your fingers don't get stuck in the process like mine always do. Perfect. And if you do get a little extra right here, no worries, just trim it off, because I never get mine perfect ever. Okay, there, perfect, can't even tell. So then see, now we have a box kind of. All right, so now we need to close in our bottom pieces. So we're going to fold in one of the big pieces here, and we need to put sticky strip on this guy right here, and I'm just going to use sticky strip for this right now, on this flap. Fold him over like that, and then sticky strip on this guy. Fold him over, and now I'm going to use fast fuse on this guy because he's actually holding everything and everyone in place. And then I'm just going to fold him up just like that. Now I always like to take my bone folder or something and do a little pressing and a little rubbing around in there just to make sure that it's nice and set. Perfect. Perfect. Okay, so now you have a score line right here, a score line right here, and then the top. What we want to do is in the middle of the second score line and the top, kind of right where that middle score line is, we want to push and press, kind of giving it some help here with our fingers on the side, telling it where it needs to go. Then you're just going to kind of push it down, and then you're going to fold it over, creasing it on that score line right there at the top. You can even take your bone folder if you want and kind of give it a little help. And there you go. There is your little sweet treat bag. And then you would just take a ribbon or however you wanted to close your bag, and you know, a belly band or, you know, like I said, ribbon, and then you would close your bag, and then when your recipient receives the bag, they just open it up and then they get all their goodies. So there you go. I hope to have decided what I want to decorate my bag with by the time I post it, so make sure to check out my website to see the finished bag. And then here is this sneak peek bag. So I hope you enjoyed today's video all. Thanks for stopping by. Until next time, happy inkin'!